What's up, y'all? Welcome to 2025. I just wanted to jump on here and do a quick video on some of the tools I use to study my Bible, how I actually count the books of the Bible that I read in my reading challenges and incorporate that in my reading goal, and then just kind of show y'all what my process looks like. Before I jump in though, you don't need to run out and buy any of this stuff. You just need a word. You need a willing heart. You need to be able to open your ears and your mind, and you need the word. Don't feel pressured to get everything that you see other people have. I'm only sharing, hoping that it helps. And then also so I can see, some things that I've used in the past and how that worked out in the future. I won't show some things. I won't show all of my devotionals and all of my workbooks and all of my kind of Bible studies. I'm only going to show the one today that I'm currently working through. I will have a separate video where I go over some of my favorite devotionals and stuff like that. I also won't be showing what I do on the Bible app. It's the YouVersion Bible app. I have some Bible plans that I go through on there and some stuff like that. But I won't be showing that stuff today either. I'll probably do a separate video on that as well. I just wanted to kind of do a quick little breakdown of how I count my books, some of the stuff I keep in my Bible tote. And yeah, let's get into it. Historically, I've always counted the entire Bible as one book in my reading challenge. But I realized last year that it's so much more that goes into it. Like when I'm reading Genesis, for example, I'm not just reading Genesis straight through, or I'm not just reading what's on the page. I'm then reading the same book but multiple translations. I'm then reading different study materials that go in it, and it's not just reading through. So I just feel like I put so much more into it. I want to make sure that that's reflected in my goals. You don't have to do it. This is just what I do. Historically, I've counted the Bible as one book, but this time I've broken it up and I'm counting it as 7 books, the same the same 7 that the Bible is kind of broken up into. So first I have the 5 law books, that counts as one book. Then I have the 12 history books, that counts as one book. This is for me. Then I have the 5 poetry books, that counts as one book. Then I have the 17 major and minor prophets, that counts as one book. Then I have the Gospels and Acts, that counts as one book. Then I have the 13 Pauline Epistles, that counts as one book. Then I have the other epistles and Revelation, that counts as book 7 for me. So yeah, enjoy the video. Let me know how you break out your Bible and if you put it in your reading goals. I've met people that don't put it in there at all. I've met people that count it as one book like I have previously. And I've met people that count each individual book as one book, so 66 books in their reading goals. So let me know. Enjoy the video. See y'all next time. All right, so first I have my little pouch where I keep my pens and stuff, but this is my Bible tote. So I just keep what I'm using at that moment to study the Bible and actually read through it. First up, we have my Bible. My husband gifted me this. I primarily read out of the New King James Version, but it's not the only one that I read. This is just my main go-to. Right here, I usually keep a kind of Bible tracker. So I get a new one of these every time that I'm reading through the Bible, and I keep that in the Bible. But yeah, this has been with me for a while. Like I said, I primarily read the New King James Version. Look at that. I'm about to crack the spine open. But yeah, and this kind of goes into what I was talking about earlier, where I kind of break out the books of the Bible. Like I said, the law books, the history books, poetry, the epistles, stuff like that. So that's what we have here. Yeah, and I kind of went back and forth on if I would count the Bible as 8 books, breaking up the major and minor prophets, but I just did 7 and kind of grouped the major and minor prophets into one book. But yeah, that's that. Yeah. Just kind of flip through it. It's full of different devotionals on the pages. I like that. I keep random bookmarks in there, some stuff that I highlight, take notes on. Something that I like to do though, at the beginning of every book is kind of give like my own summary of the book. So at the beginning of the book, I'll make sure I write like what my summary is of that book, my own little synopsis outside of what the Bible actually has in there, what this Bible actually has in it. But yep, that's the first thing up. Some of the things I keep in here, I do keep, like I said, random bookmarks of, stuff that I'm reading at the time or whatever. But I also keep pictures of my kids, my husband, like who I'm praying for at the time. So these are like specific prayers. I also got to have an index card of names that I pray for. This is a picture of my mama and my daddy when they first got married. I keep them in here. I feel like this is a picture of them at their best. So always praying for them. They in my Bible. And like I said, I do have another index card just of names of people that I make sure I pray for. But yeah, that's essentially what's in my Bible. This is the women's devotional Bible right there. Another thing that I keep in here is my contemporary parallel New Testament translations. Like I said, I typically read multiple translations. This is just the one that I'm going through now. I have plenty of Bibles, and this one gets swapped out. Not like my primary Bible that stays in there, but I'll go back and forth between adding different translations of Bibles in here. There's another Bible tracker as well, reading checklist. This is just kind of an example of what's shown in here with the different translations. This one, again, is only the New Testament, just because that's what I was like really focusing on the past few months. So that's why that's in here. You have the Message, the New King James Version, ESV. It's a really good one. I'm also going through this particular Bible study. This is the Bible Guide and Workbook, Study and Understand Book by Book. This, so I've only done like 4 or 5 of these, and I like it well enough. It's definitely not my top Bible study that I've done, but it still is a good tool to help me like dive deeper into the Word, lets me be more intentional, slows me down a little bit, actually like take notes and ask purposeful questions. So while it's not my favorite one, I'm still going to complete it before I jump into another one. But yeah, this is the one that I'm currently working through at the moment. Something else that I keep is just a notebook that I record my prayers in. So I don't put all my prayers in here. I like to keep a line notebook that I just put very specific prayers in. So if I have a specific prayer, I'll put it in this. I have plenty of these lying around. Another thing that I like to keep is just a regular spiral bound notebook. This is where I just record the Word. I literally just like scribe the Bible. So again, I have like 4 or 5 of these in different places. And sometimes I just want to copy the Word, just write it down. So that's why I have this. I have a few of them. Like I said, right now I'm in the New Testament, so I'm kind of going through that. I think I just wrote a bit of Luke. So yeah, I like to keep these around. Very handy dandy. Another thing that I do, I made this a while ago, like years ago, but there's another Bible tracker, but it's just a notebook where I can be creative like while I'm in the Word. So whether I'm listening to a sermon, listening to like a Christian podcast or something, I just kind of made this like to be creative and take notes while I'm studying. If I just want to make something pretty, like sometimes I'm not the most creative, but sometimes I like to, razzle dazzle. So I'm going through every book of the Bible here with showing like what's quotable, going through the 9 fruits of the Spirit. I have some prayers in there, some Bible verses. This I kind of did ahead of time, and as I read it, I'm filling it in. So the different parables in the Bible, stuff like that. Like here's the one that I just recently did, the parable of the mustard seed. Well, I'll show where it showed up in those, the 10 Commandments. Then sometimes when I'm doing Bible studies, I'll pull out like things that I found helpful in it and just literally tape it in here. Like especially if it's graphics, like this is the timeline of the Bible. I thought that was super helpful in one of my previous devotionals. But yeah, so that's what that is. And plus I'm like, yeah, yeah, very helpful. Yep. Then I again Bible verses, the 12 disciples, little notes, and then I'll go through and kind of fill in. I kind of just did the headings because this is what I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna go through and actually put like different verses, some different studies, but this is just like a graph book that I use. So again, I made this, but yeah. Then you have like these little Our Daily Breads. I actually get them for free. Anybody can get them for free if you just go to their website. They'll actually just mail these to you. So I get one of these. I think we get them every quarter. But yeah, I'll just go through these. And again, these will be swapped out with whatever kind of like mini readings that I have. I'll throw these in my purse. I have these things everywhere. But yeah, and then on the side, I just have some index cards and post-its. I use these index cards to put, like I said, stuff in my actual Bible, things I'm praying for, and then post-its as well if I need those while writing or taking notes. And then just 2 random pens. So yeah, that's that. Then in my little pouch, I have additional things that help me kind of just write in the Bible and journal and stuff like that. So I have like these little bookmark things. I think I got 2 of these from like Shein and then one from Amazon or something like that. And then I have like washi tape. I have some Bible highlighters that don't bleed through. I like these little post-it strips that I can put on stuff. I don't really put these in my Bible, but I put them in my notebooks and stuff like that. So yeah, different highlighters and things like that. I really like these. They're more like a crayon highlighter. They don't bleed through your Bible pages because you know those pages can be thin. So I really like these. I actually got those from my husband. But yeah, that kind of wraps up this video. You know, for me to be creative. Let me know what y'all think. What do you use? Like I said, I'll do a separate video kind of going over some of my favorite Bible studies, Bible apps, and things like that. But y'all have a great day.